Merry Christmas, everyone. So, you waited all year for this day so you can allow yourself to be happy. You waited all year for this so you can receive gifts and give gifts, maybe to party, to eat some nice food maybe. But why did you need to wait it all year? While you waited all year for this special day, for me it was Christmas every day. And I'm not saying this to brag about, I'm not saying this to look something I'm not. It's actually because I'm grateful and because I'm at peace. You don't need this special day. And you know, actually the biggest and highest rates of depression, they're actually on the Christmas time, because many people become so ungrateful, the kids are ungrateful, and you see parents not having enough money, especially if they have 2-3 kids, 4 kids, especially in the these well-developed countries like England, where I am now. I'm not saying that don't enjoy Christmas, don't have fun on Christmas, but many people lost the essence. The essence of Christmas is being grateful because you have everything, and maybe you're saying, no, I'm struggling, and listen, you have hot water, you have a roof over your head, you have food all the time, you have maybe a workplace, you're healthy, some of you have cars, even if it's an old car, it's still a blessing. Many things like that, yeah. So for example, if God will want to take me from this earth today, I'll be contented me. I'll be happy with my life. Like, I experienced so many things. I'm so grateful for all my life, for all my mistakes. And I'm just 34 years old, but I feel like anything I ever wanted, God always gives me. And He gave me even when I didn't have a relationship with Him. All my needs was always met, always was met. But the thing is, in that moment I was not grateful. So in that moment I was the same. I was waiting for these celebrations to feel a bit more at peace, to feel like, like something is happening, like life has some meaning, has some joy. But that's what I'm saying. Today I feel like for me it's just another day, and it's just another day because for me it's Christmas every day. And I've been happy since I reconnected with God, since I had the spiritual awakening. Since then I'm like grateful, all the time grateful. And this is all about that's why people, no matter how big the gift you give, how expensive it is, you have the joy for 1-2 days, I don't know, 1 week if you're lucky, 1 month, and then it fades, and again you need another hit to be happy maybe, and then you're waiting for the Easter bunny, and maybe you're waiting for, I don't know what holidays you're waiting for, you get me? Instead of being like this every day, you can be like this every day. It's very easy. Maybe some of you don't know how to practice gratitude, so I'm gonna try to explain to you. The fact just that you wake up today, it's a blessing in itself. If you can walk, if you can talk, if you can see, if you can smell, hear, touch, if you can sense, if you have clothes, any clothes, not branded, no, just clothes. If you have food, you have a workplace, you have hot shower, you have so many things. Or like look around your house, probably it's full of things that you don't even use anymore. But are you grateful for those things? Some people don't have those things that you don't even use them anymore in your house. Like so many things for you to be grateful, but we all forgot that. And of course, Christmas should be about God, and in Christianity they say like God being born on the Christmas day or something like that, and that should be the celebration. But again, people forget, and they just like it for the rush. They like it for shopping time, buying gifts, going to these parties, like drinking a lot, smoking, and this will still leave you with that void. You will still have that void inside of you. That will not help you. How I said, I'm not planning to die anytime soon, but if God will decide that, I will be at peace. I had everything, and I experienced everything. I experienced love, I experienced heartbreaks, I experienced anything you can think about. I traveled, I experienced blessing, friends, I experienced betrayals, I experienced very, very happy times, very exciting, very enthusiastic, but also very sad, very depressive. And the ones that I learned the most are the most depressive ones, the hard times. And on the moment, we are just complaining about it instead of thinking, what is the lesson here? How can I improve my situation, not stay in this situation? Because that's what we all do, and I was doing as well. So the problem is there to teach us, to grow us, and we refuse, and that's why it's harder. The problem is not as hard. Any problem that you had is not as hard, no matter how bad it looks on the moment. Think about now, about all your past problems. They are not here anymore. They went away, no? So if you know everything will go away, why are you afraid? Why are you, when the problem arises, why are you panicking? Why your mind stop thinking? Why are you doing that? Why don't you take a step back and say, okay, this happened. It's nothing I can do now, yeah? This is the situation. Well, nothing I have to do, in this moment. And in this moment, I need just to reflect on it. Okay, so I have a problem. Now, what I can do about this problem? If you need, write it down. Well, I can try this. I can go to this person and ask for help. Or I can go to there and you'll see your mind after you stay, but you need to be relaxed. The only solution will come to you when you're like, okay, what can I do next? What is in my power to do next? And sometimes there are some problems that there are really no solutions to it. So sometimes you just need acceptance. But the same, instead of staying with the problem, realize, okay, it's nothing I can do. It's no one that can help me. Or not at this moment. So I just need to accept the situation, take the loss, take the experience. I need to accept. If you suffer, but don't stay in the suffering. Suffer there half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, you get me. And after, start to, okay, how can I feel better now? Let me go for a walk. Let me do some sport. Let me eat some healthy food. What can I do to feel better now, and just make these bad feelings go away. The whole idea of the video is it should be Christmas every day for you. And I'm not saying with all the festive things and all the material things and all the money that you spend and all the partying and the peace, the gratefulness, especially the gratefulness, because when you are grateful for everything that you have, everything falls into place. And when I'm saying you need to be grateful, I'm not saying you to not strive for anything. I'm not saying you to not try your best. I'm not saying you can want to be a millionaire, you can want to be whatever, you can want a new car, a new house, even you have all the one, or you're in rent or whatever, and it doesn't make you greedy or ungrateful this. No, you can want this, but also be grateful for the situation and be so grateful that in case your dreams will not come true, you'll still be okay even in the situation that you are now. Me, I have something like this at the moment. Like, I'm very grateful for my situation, and I say sometimes, I speak to God and I'm like, God, if my situation will not improve at all since today is 22 or 23rd December 2025, if my situation will not improve since today, ever, I will remain in the same situation, the same place, same money, not even a penny more, and you get me, the same things that I have, exactly how I am now, I would be actually a very happy person. I already have everything. I'm rich, I'm happy, I'm I don't believe when I say I'm rich. I'm rich in my soul. I'm rich in contentment and gratefulness, with peace and from God that I know that everything will be fine no matter what. And I know God will not let me like this and will give me even more and more, and not just to me, to all of us. But the way we look at things is wrong. That's why some people get it faster, some no. But I'm trying to make you understand that you are winning already. You are already very good the way you are. You already have everything. You know, the same men, for one day they drink until it's too much in most of the cases, and then they feel like shit the next day, and everything is like they still empty inside, but it will numb them for another week or two, and that doesn't help. You need to realize this. You need to realize as long as you're gonna keep doing these things, it will be worse and worse. And back to the story with the kids that are ungrateful for the toys, is because the parents never taught them the value of going for a walk in the park with their parents every week at least, if not every day. Parents, I understand you have they have hard work and they struggle and things like that. Don't drink on the Friday and the Saturday. Wake up in the morning, wake up your kids, make them ready, and take them to different place each weekend, every place. Or okay, you don't have money, go to the park each week. In your town should be 3-4 parks. Go to each park all the time and spend time, quality time. And, try to give them experiences. Try to give them trips, experiences, quality time, whatever, camping, fishing, sport together. What I'm trying to say here is be grateful, be at peace. It's Christmas every day for everyone, but people don't realize it. Try to realize how blessed you are in any situation that you are. No matter what's your situation, no matter how it is, you're alive. And as long as you're alive, you have an opportunity to change your situation. You get me? If you're healthy, you have the opportunity. So no matter, let's say, okay, maybe you need some money at the moment. Maybe your situation is really tough, but you're alive. Other people are not waking up. Other people are not healthy. You're blessed to have the opportunity of life. You need to understand that. And when you realize this, and meditate every morning about this. Wake up and, like me, I wake up and immediately I say, thank you, God. Thank you because I wake up. Thank you because I have another day. And today will be the best day of my life. And I say this every day. I started this more recently, actually. And I'm going to explain you the theory behind it. Past, it doesn't exist. Yeah? It was in the past. It was a while ago. You can't go in the past, so it doesn't exist. The future, you can't go into the future, so the future doesn't exist. So the present moment is the only moment that really exists. You get me? So if the present moment is the only moment that exists, yeah, this is the only moment that matters. And the present moment is the only moment that you can action in it, and you can have a different future, a different outcome. As long as you are aware, you can change your future by actioning now in the present. This is the only time that you can exist in the present moment. Doesn't it make it the best day of your life? Depends what hour it is, the best night, the best afternoon in your life. That's, you need to realize, because it's the only one that exists, so it must be the best one, because the other one doesn't exist. What do you prefer? The one that you don't exist in? Or do you prefer this one, how it is? So maybe it's a shitty day for you. Maybe it's bad. Maybe the weather is suck. Maybe something really bad happened to you. It still is the best day of your life. Because I mean, that's how you need to realize it, and you really need to internalize this. This is the best day of your life. This is the best day of my life. And tomorrow will be the best day of my life again. And the next after tomorrow will be again the next day of my life. Do you see how blessed I am and how many best days of my life I have? How many best days of life you have? Do you have just the Christmas as the best day of your life, or more? Remember this. This is the best day of your life. And not because it's Christmas approaching. The day that you are, the hour that it is the best day of your life and the best hour of your life. Because nothing else exists in that moment. You get me? Realize you are blessed. Realize it's the best day of your life every day. Realize how that everything is just temporary and everything will work out for you. You can do whatever you want to do. You can realize anything you want. You can achieve anything with time. And a blessing too early can be actually a curse. So that's why sometimes God doesn't give you exactly what you need, or the money that you want, or the situation that you want, because you're not ready. A few years ago, 5 years ago, I was in a vicious cycle. I was drinking all the time, I was smoking all the time, I was taking substances, drugs, didn't have any aspiration, I was not working out, I was eating only bad food, I was depressed, I was anxious, I was in a bad environment, circle, mental stage. I had it all, believe me, from whatever you can think about, yeah? Even at that moment, with all my clouded mind, imagine my mind was weak, not clear, I couldn't understand things, everything was hard, life was hard for me because I was making it hard, but I didn't realize it until later anyway. But even in that moment, I always never had enough money. Always I was get paid weekly, and by the next week I was no money, sometimes with minus. And I think at one point I even told to my friend, and I said, why we don't have money? I was like, of course God will not give me more money. I will sabotage myself. I will self-destruct myself if I will have more money in this moment. I can't imagine if I would have money in that moment, I would be in that situation for so much longer, and it will be so much worse, and I would hurt people, and like that's why God doesn't give you. And okay, this is a situation with people with vices, but it can be the same maybe in a family or whatever, yeah? Maybe you have some problems that you're not solving, and if you will have suddenly what you ask God for, what you want the most, it might actually bring you more problems. You didn't learn the lessons too early, and if God will give you that blessing will become a curse for you, If you're gonna sort your spirituality, if you're gonna become the best person that you can become, if you're gonna, do your best at all time and all the time become better and better, at one point God will bless you, but you never know God's timing. And I give you examples now. There are athletes that they train all their lives, and after 10 years, 12 years, they establish a new world record. They didn't do it in 1 year. Nobody. All these rich people that you see, they worked many, many years, 10 years, 20 years, they become millionaires, billionaires, yeah? It takes time. And the beauty is, when it takes time like this, God knows the best. He gives you when you can enjoy it, when you're gonna have the best results. Then is when it gives to you. If He gives you a bit earlier, you might waste everything. You are not ready for it. So you need to understand God's timing. You need to understand and trust Him. If you're not having a connection, and you're not spiritual at least, and you're not connecting with the divinity, you all the time desperate. You all the time feel like it's not enough time. You feel you're never gonna achieve if you don't rush, if you're not crazy. The people that they don't have the spirituality, they are desperate. And this desperation will many times leave them in doing bad things, trying to get money quick, because they think the money should be quick. Not all the time the money should be quick. Sometimes the money takes time. Sometimes you just need to enjoy the process. You need to enjoy this time that you are struggling and working for the money, and you're trying one option is not working, you're trying the next one. This is part of the process, and it needs to be enjoyed, because at one point when you're gonna get what you want, and everyone will get what they want at one point, but it depends on the timing. You're gonna regret that you didn't have more time in these times. You're gonna be like, I remember the good old days when I didn't have anything, but I was happy, or something like that. But in that moment you were happy and things, but you still didn't enjoy it at the maximum, because your mind was all the time in the future when you're gonna get that. If you put accent on the present moment and enjoy the moment with patience, that doesn't mean to have so much patience that you don't act on anything. No, but you act every day as much as you can, but you also take 1 hour for your relaxation, for meditation, for reading a book. It starts with you finding God. So I encourage you for this Christmas to go and find God. This is the best gift that that you can give to yourself and to your kids and to your family and to the people around you. In the Bible they say, if you look for the kingdom of heaven, kingdom of God first, everything else will be given to you after. And it's the same basic concept that I told you. It will not give you before that, because you're not ready, not because He doesn't want to give you. God can give you anything. He has the power. He has the resources. You are not ready. We are not ready. Everything will work out for you. Your relationship will work out. Your marriage will work out. Your kids will start listening to you. You're gonna become better, healthier. Leave the vices. He will give you the power to leave vices. God gives the power to people that they've been addicted to drugs and alcohol and cigarettes for 20, 30 years to stop like a miracle. How those people just suddenly stop? It's everything will be given to you when you're ready. So for this Christmas, Merry Christmas, and go and find God.